Danganronpa! More FTEs! There's so many of them! They never end, but we only have 7 people left.
Let's find out who we're doing tonight.
Do you gotta phrase it that way? By the way, we're the Bittersweet Gamers.
Are we square?
I'm the Opinionator. Let's roll!
I see what you did there.
2! I think we got 1 last time.
As always, you don't count. 1, 2.
I see this is gonna be a short video. I don't know anything about you.
Apparently she's a childhood friend and was a famous idol. I mean, you know.
What the heck do you like? How am I supposed to know? The only thing I know is that you tried to stab me in the back when I was believing in you. In fact, we tried to believe in her, and we're still stabbed in the back. But then again, that was kind of like our first experience with Danganronpa.
I mean, if it helps, I tried to stab Leon in the front.
It doesn't, but duly noted. I don't know why you want Tornico's pants.
But here they are.
I mean, I too thought that the Tornico part of Dragon Quest IV was like the best part. Maybe not the best, but it was very fun. You woke up in the morning, your wife gives you the lunch she's packed for you, then you go to work at a weapons store and people come up and you sell them weapons. And then, after enough time, your boss is like, it's time to go if you want, but you can stay and work overtime if you want. Then you make commission on everything you sold, and then you go home and you go to sleep.
What? That's not what you would expect from an RPG.
Now you do the other things too, and that was chapter 3 in Dragon Quest IV. In any case, so I know the reference here, all right? I'm not saying I don't, but I don't know why you want his pants.
Listen, may I ask you just one question?
I don't see why not. So polite again. What's going on?
And so polite again, I'd like to ask, do you have a girlfriend?
What? I think you're messing with me. That's like way out of nowhere, childhood friend.
Huh? Are you embarrassed? Does that mean you do?
No, I don't. A girlfriend? Dang it. No, I don't. Not at all. No, I don't. Not me. I don't have a girlfriend. Will you continue looking at me and blushing?
Then, do you at least have a crush on someone?
No. Hey, what's going on here? Why are you asking me all these questions? Don't you understand what I, a high school boy, am going to take away from this?
I was just curious, so I thought I'd ask. Is that bad?
No. It's not that. It's bad.
But it's only natural I'd be curious, right? Because we're...
Osana Najimi! Childhood friends and neighbors and stuff.
Because we're classmates, going through the same thing together.
And this is why you stabbed me in the back and Leon in the front. Classmates, huh? Bah.
Although, that's not all there is to it.
You look frightening.
You and I are more than just classmates.
More than that?
We're friends. We've been friends since middle school, in a way.
That's true. Yeah, we're friends. Of course. Here we go! Is Sayaka... I get this music plays all the time in both the Danganronpas we've played, but it just seems like all those few times you see Sayaka on screen or something that's about Sayaka, this is the music that's playing.
So, aren't you going to ask me?
Huh? I am brick and dense and not understand situation because I am high school boy. Ask you what?
No, not what. Aren't you going to ask if I have a boyfriend or not?
Why would I ask something like that? I mean, it's not like I don't want to know. Of course I want to know. You're really popular, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if you did.
Yeah, she's also an idol. They don't really have much freedom in that regard.
Yeah, no personal life.
Nope, I definitely don't. The truth is, I'm way too busy for things like that.
Exactly that. Then...
It was all a trap to make you say something embarrassing.
Do you have a crush on someone? It's so ridiculous to be reading these things sitting next to Billy.
I'm playing Sayaka, Damon. I don't want to hear it.
All right, point taken.
I wonder.
What are you gonna do to me later?
Are you asking me or her that?
Her.
Let's just say there's someone I'm interested in.
The hell are you talking about? Me?
He's looking for a defensive weapon.
Sayaka stared straight into my eyes. I could swear her evil, manipulative cheeks were tinged with red as she used her special powers to begin to possess my mind and control me, almost as if she were a murder bear. Wait, me?
But I need to put those feelings aside for now. Getting out of here is all that matters.
Now, in the pictures that we've seen of all the students, she did seem like she was Leon's girlfriend. Now, probably, no memory, no go.
Right.
So, who knows? Who knows if she's talking about Leon or if she's talking about Makoto. But, irony, of course.
That would just make it even more tragic, you know?
Well, there has to be something that can make it tragic because it happens so fast and it's under such kind of nasty circumstances. It's hard to actually think anything but negative thoughts about those two. Both Sayaka and Leon.
Especially since it was the first one.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's get out of here together, Makoto, no matter what.
You're just manipulating me, you heartless woman.
Please don't turn your back on me, okay?
We tried not to, and you see where that got us. Thanks to you, we distrusted everyone else in Danganronpa. Well, thanks to you and Mondo, anyway. Leon, who was surprised? Of course! I would never turn my back on you, and didn't.
Good, because I'll stab it. I want you to know something, Makoto, and I want you to know that I mean it. I can't fake my feelings despite being a performer. I'm really glad you're here.
Oh my God, oh you! When she smiled at me like that, using her performance skills, I could feel my entire body filling with power. And the thing is she's being so vague about it.
Mm-hmm.
How can you really know everything she means? And you see so little of her, how can you really know the full extent of what she means?
If there's any sincerity?
Yeah, there could be. There could be a lot, and it could all be extremely tragic. Or not. We don't know. We can't.
There's just not enough of her.
At least in 2, it was a long time before a killing happened. They used a lot with all the characters. A lot of time in order to avoid the circumstances of Sayaka and Leon.
Yeah.
It was like her smile was a source of pure energy. My friendship with her is my one source of courage. My bond with her makes me stronger. So I have to do my best in here, and there won't be any consequences to this. For myself and for Sayaka, I will trust her to the bitter end!
I'm so happy you're going to do your best for me. Isn't that right, Makoto?
What? Was I saying that out loud? You heard me?
Like I said, I'm psychic. Kidding. I just have really good intuition.
That's why you're able to manipulate people so well, because you can tell what we're thinking with your psychic powers.
But is that really what you were thinking? I was just kind of guessing and poking fun at you.
Well... Anyway, let's just help each other out and get out of here, no matter what it takes. 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 No matter what it takes.
I'll be relying on your help.
I'm gonna do my best for sure.
Yeah, you're right. We need to work together and do our best.
I'm gonna do my best. I carved those words into the walls of my soul.
Like with the kitchen knife.
Why don't we just do Leon?
That seems appropriate.
I mean, there was exactly one more FTE, right? Come on. Leon's probably gonna be just as short. 11037. Nice to see you. All I remember is that you hate baseball and that your skill robot jock was like the most useful freaking skill.
Hey, he wanted to be a singer too.
Uh-huh.
Maybe he was actually with Sayaka.
He was, I mean, he clearly had the hots for her. I remember him saying that in something, either from talking to him or in his event.
Yeah.
But without their memory...
I know.
You had a roaring good time? Okay.
There's something rather simplistic about giving him a cup of ramen.
Yeah, that's all that you matter, is the value of some ramen. Of course you really like it, but that doesn't matter.
Makoto, my friend! Listen, I wanted to ask you something.
Yeah? What's up?
Well, I want to start up a band, right?
Okay.
I was wondering if you know anyone who's good at writing music.
Well, there's this girl, Maizono Sayaka.
Oh, but nobody too popular.
Oh, never mind her then.
I don't want anyone to overshadow my own popularity as the lead singer.
It's gotta be about you, huh? You're serious about becoming a musician, huh?
Absolutely, I promise. And I don't want to be a George, you know. Gotta get that Paul action.
He can't be the background guy. He has to, he can't be the guy who sort of fades into obscurity. He has to actually be the face of it because it's all about him and he has to be the star. It doesn't matter that he potentially could be a star. Look, it's possible that I'm too hostile to Leon.
I can't imagine why.
But it's also true that he's someone who explicitly rejects what he has. This man should be amazing. He had the talent to be the ultimate baseball star.
Without even trying.
He doesn't like baseball, he doesn't care about it, and he's better than everybody else at it inherently. The man could become rich and famous. It's like, I understand following your passion. My intent is not to be critical of that. I seriously, I don't understand how it's not to criticize that in any way, shape, or form. Guilty as charged, all right? But, I mean, as someone who follows one's own passion,
yeah.
Okay? But what about the idea of being passionate about what you have? His natural talent is already so high, but why is it not good enough for it? Is Leon actually like the opposite of Kiyotaka?
He's too full?
No.
I was just using that brilliant cup analogy.
Oh, I mean, nice of you to compliment my cup analogy with Kiyotaka, but what I'm saying is, Kiyotaka was somebody who needed to work extremely hard because he had no talent, and that hard work was all he valued. Leon is someone
who's a genius and doesn't value it.
Well, no, not Kiyotaka's arch enemy. He's someone who doesn't value talent and only values...
Okay.
Well, I guess you could say he actually values something... Maybe not the opposite of Kiyotaka, but the anti-Kiyotaka.
Anti-Kiyotaka!
He also values something that he wants to work at, but in so doing, he utterly devalues his own talent because he doesn't care about it and didn't have to work for it. It's meaningless to him because he doesn't...
The anti-Kiyotaka.
Because he didn't have to do anything to acquire it. But there's so many people who would be...
Who would kill to be in his spot.
Who would give anything to be in his position. I just remember reading a story about this guy who was... I mean, this is a real thing. I just don't remember where I read it. It's about a guy who was a natural artist, but he didn't really care about it. And I mean, he'd do these amazing sketches in like 3 minutes, and everyone was like, wow, but he didn't care.
Wow.
And by the time he was 30, he couldn't do it anymore. Because he didn't care about it. He didn't practice it. He didn't try. And whereas I would love to be able to be an artist, but I don't have anything remotely close to the level of talent or general personality attributes or characteristics to make me...
Or really the time to learn it.
Yeah, or that too. But I just don't possess what it would take to be good at it. But I wish I could.
Yeah.
And so it's like Leon has something. He has something amazing and he rejects it.
And it's like a big middle finger.
It's a big middle finger to all the people who want it and don't have it. I'm not saying that he shouldn't do what he wants. It's just that wholesale rejection of such a desirable talent. It's like someone whose parents own a business and they want their child to be involved in that business, but because to their child though, that business is normal and it's all they grew up in, and so they're not really interested in it.
Yeah.
When in reality, that's such a convenient, useful...
That would help the child immensely in the future.
Immensely.
Carrying on the family business.
It's like, take advantage of the opportunities you have. And learn to make your passion the things that you've got. I don't mean that...
I understand what you're saying.
I don't mean that in such stark terms. I'm not saying you shouldn't be interested in other stuff, but just like when your opportunity is gone and you find yourself wavering, you can look back and wish that you had taken advantage of it.
Yeah.
And especially when it's something so big. Anyway, enough blathering. None of that was really coherent. Speaking of which, what kind of music do you want to make?
Good music! Well, what if I said I wanted to be like The Damned, The Clash, The Sex Pistols? You know any of those?
So he mentioned The Damned, The Clash, and The Sex Pistols. Those are all...
Punk?
No, they're not punk.
Well, they're not pop, I don't think. Are they? But I don't think they're heavy metal either.
Look, the only one that I actually know anything about is The Sex Pistols, but I can't really remember any of their songs.
Me either?
I'm sure if I sat here long enough, I'm probably just trying to mix them up with Cheap Trick. I don't really care anyway. Hey, Five Groups? I guess they were punk because that makes sense of the name like The Damned. But I don't know anything about this stuff.
Don't tell me you don't know anything about music, you dum-dum. You're helpless. Okay, here's a hint.
The Damned, that's your hint.
It's not the sound of blowing a tire.
What?
Don't worry about it, it's just a metaphor. Do you seriously not know what I'm trying to say?
Guess... What do you think about Ibuki? What was her group called?
I don't remember.
Huh. Those are all punk bands, right?
Damn straight! My plan is to conquer the world with punk! Look at my appearance.
Yeah, I guess we should have looked at him.
Because, when it comes to punk, it doesn't really matter if you can actually play or not.
That's the only reason, isn't it? Also, if somebody were to take a big magnet, like one of those Wile E. Coyote cartoon magnets, and just point it at him, he would expire. It would be a horrible murder. I'm not sure how many punk bands would agree with that, though thinking about Ibuki's singing...
Anyway, by the time I got into this school, I'd already decided I was going to quit baseball. Even though that was why they, invited me in. I was just going to use it as a stepping stone once I got into Hope's Peak to propel me into stardom. I was going to use my time here to become the ultimate musician.
Because it's that easy to become an ultimate.
Right? That dream's dead now, though. I came here chasing a dream, but I never imagined it'd turn into such a nightmare. Damn it, I have to do it. I have to become a famous musician.
It's just so interesting that he has so much drive to attain what he does not have by ignoring what he does have.
His statement that being a punk rocker doesn't require any skill, though, doesn't it seem like he's trying to just shift to something easy?
If you want to do easy, he's already got easy. He doesn't have to practice.
That's a good
point. He doesn't even have to go to practice to be a pro-level baseball player.
Okay.
What? What? That's insane! The guy is probably not even in that great physical shape.
Probably not.
And he has pro-level talent. Without practice or being overly athletic, he is a professional level athlete. If he wanted easy, there it is.
Okay, that's fair. Stop screwing with me, world! Give me back my youth! Give me back my dreams! I'm only 17.
I can't understand this. It's interesting, but I can't understand it. It's like the grass is always greener syndrome. Like you must have what you don't. Like, isn't that this sort of...
It's difficult to follow, yeah.
It's like this weird kind of greed. Well, that may be impugning the wrong motives. Anyway, so Leon did have a dream, but it had nothing to do with baseball. He was never really serious about baseball, but I can't say I blame him for what he did. It doesn't make sense to try and force yourself to do things you don't like but your first impression...
Yeah, the first way he came off was made me want to punch him. I swear to God, I have to do it. Then that girl at the hair salon will go out with me.
That's it?
And out the window, any sort of respect and admiration could have possibly just out that window.
That's it? That is it?
He's made it pretty clear he's interested in girls.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. He's
right.
A teenage boy. But it's like he wants to throw away the thing he's amazing at just to date a girl. What?
Oh yeah, she told me she only dates musicians. Her face is only okay, but she's got a smoking hot bod. I gotta get me some of that. Yeah!
Oh my God. There's nothing wrong with, like, being in high school and chasing after your hormones. Like, great. That's fine. But it's, like, so disrespectful.
I mean, in a way, his hormones are what got him into his situation.
Yeah, you're right. That's exactly it. That's not the real reason you want to do all that, is it? Is it?
What better reason is there? The whole point of becoming a musician is to be popular, right? Speaking of which, do you know what kind of guy Sayaka's into? Is she into musicians? Or maybe actors? Maybe I should become an actor.
What sort of person does it take to feel, to be like, well, I'll just go become the ultimate actor now? Leon's not a genius.
The ultimate wishy-wash.
No, not wishy-wash. The ultimate entitled brat.
Well, you know what's a good way to get women to be attracted to you, Leon, buddy? Being a professional athlete.
Because he obtained the ability of being the ultimate baseball star without trying, he assumes he can obtain any other ultimate talent without really trying that hard.
He doesn't view them as... He views them on such a low level.
Yeah, he doesn't see the value they represent. It's like, I don't really like the concept of Hope's Peak Academy. And so it's weird for me to be talking like this, and I'm really not trying to echo someone like this, but even someone like me thinks that maybe it's disrespectful to all the other ultimates here to think so little of what that actually means.
And if there's anyone who's really skilled at disrespecting the other ultimates...
I hate you! I feel like I'm starting to understand Leon a little better, and I even feel like Damon maybe went too far. Well, we've got one more with him, so maybe it'll get better.
I wouldn't hold my breath. Let us talk more about Goyles.
Goyles? Alright, I'm done with you. Just talk about whatever you needed.
Makoto, I have something to tell you, but it's kind of a secret.
Yeah?
Could you, come to my room?
I don't know if I think the answer should be yes.
Anyway, I'll be waiting.
I wonder why Leon suddenly invited me to his room like that. Maybe I should bring my toolkit with me just in case something funny happens. Well, I did what Leon asked and headed to his room right away. And sure enough, he's here to be a musician until he gets bored with it and
then goes to be a pediatrician or something, or like a veterinarian. Welcome to the room of a future superstar.
So what's up? You said you had a secret or something? I guess I had at least feign interest.
This may be a surprise, but I really like Sayaka.
My God!
Well, okay, it's like...
That would be a surprise, though.
I guess so, yeah.
I mean, you know, imagine somebody actually just running all their initial FTEs on Leon.
Yeah.
And then having this happen.
Yeah. Let's play baseball!
Oh?
I'm not interested in it.
Oh? What's up here, 11037?
Kidding. That was a joke. Super joke. I hate baseball, remember?
Oh, yeah? I agree with that look on your face. Hold on.
That monkey face. That's amazing.
Yeah, I can make that face. Wait, are you actually embarrassed that maybe you like baseball because everything I was freaking saying was freaking true, and you actually like the fact that you can do something and get all this attention and are really freaking good at it? like really good at it, and everyone thinks you're cool because you're so good at it, and you like doing something that you're good at because it makes you happy because you're good at it?
You're
Leon,
looking too far into this.
do you want to start playing baseball again?
What are you talking about? Don't be stupid.
You're embarrassed by it too, aren't you?
How many times have I told you how much I totally hate baseball?
You're embarrassed by it.
I don't like it at all, Babaka.
Why are you embarrassed by it? Now, see, are you embarrassed because what you've said to other people, you're constantly like, screw baseball, I don't need it, and so you don't want to, like, look bad like that? Or are you embarrassed because you find it embarrassing to like the thing that you're good at?
My mouth is very fond of writing checks that I don't want to cash. Is what I thought, but actually...
Oh, if you want to talk about not cashing checks, or checks you can't cash, rather, go talk to Yasuhiro. You and him will hit it off really big on that.
I heard someone say checks. This is the longest I've ever gone without playing, you know. I mean, I was so good they forced me to play, like, all the time.
Right? That's how you got into Hope's Peak. And being away from the game for so long has made you realize how you really feel, that actually you really like it?
Damn it, it's like mind control. Baseball brainwashed me.
Actually, that can be said for a lot of people and things that they're really passionate about.
It could be that they forced him to do it so much and that's why he wanted to get away from it. But now that he's actually had gotten away from it, he's been like, oh, I actually like baseball.
I bet you're right.
But fine, whatever. I just want to throw the ball around a little. But I can't play baseball by myself.
Aw, Leon. Do you wanna play catch?
Don't you mock me, Makoto. Oh, I see what I did there.
That was for you, Billy.
I never should have come to this school.
Leon. Maybe you're not actually a piece of crap like I thought.
If what's happening to us is really some kind of school event thing, and when it's over, I think I'm gonna drop out and go back to my old school.
Oh, yeah?
Maybe my team won't want me back, but all I can do is beg for their forgiveness and hope for the best.
How interesting. What does that mean?
He may have felt trapped and pressured by baseball, and unlike Kiyotaka, who was kind of trapped and pressured by his circumstances, rather than embracing it, he ran away. But having run away, he realizes that actually it is a big part of him.
Sure. Now, what about this that he's talking about? He's like, forget Hope's Peak. I'll just go back to the old school I was at and keep playing over there. It's like, in that sense, he's running away from Hope's Peak, too.
He's running away from his ultimate ability and wanting to enjoy baseball.
He really is, and this is funny after the giant rant I went on earlier, he really is a more complex character than we gave him credit for, don't you think?
Yeah.
Still
scumbag, but...
I like him a little bit more. I still think he's a scumbag because, again, he left the room after being attacked and then came back to finish her off.
Yeah. You can't ignore that.
You're past a crime of passion at this point. But I do like him a little bit more than I did before. And I do recognize that against all odds, he's actually way more complex than
his one-noteness would indicate?
Yeah. I'm not sure I necessarily understand him so well, but it's pretty interesting. I'd say he is more complex than Sayaka.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I don't think you have to worry about that. I'm sure they'd be happy to have you back. Leon, why would you think your old school and your old baseball team wouldn't be happy to have you back?
Probably because he acted like a jerk to him.
Is he embarrassed? Why is he always so dang embarrassed?
Maybe this veneer of machismo?
I don't think that's the case. If you just show them how you really feel about baseball, how you're willing to go to practice and...
Practice? That's right. Just when you were starting to feel a bit better about me. Hell no! No way! I really seriously hate practice.
He'd be the best baseball player in the world if he practiced.
Having talent is good. Talent plus effort, whew! I don't need practice. I just want to play the game. Even an exhibition game or whatever.
Oh. Well, I'm sure it'll all work out somehow.
Yeah, they can't just drop someone as good as me. I'm sure they'll forgive me no problem.
You know, you might be right. They might actually hate his guts.
All that
Especially
good feeling we just had.
And they might hate his guts because he's so good and doesn't practice.
I mean, it's me, right? I'm the up-and-coming Koshian Stadium superstar. You gotta be there rooting for me, right?
Why don't you go to Korakuen Hall and get your face punched in? That's a Japanese place where they do a lot of frickin' boxing. I don't think he's learned his lesson, and there are many lessons he needs to learn. But still, I think it's impossible for me to hate him. I mean, look how much he threw himself into this music thing. Look at all those CDs.
Okay, but that just means he spent all of his money on them.
Well, there is something to be said for someone who throws themselves at everything they do. But he doesn't do that! Ah! He and I talked about so much together, and I think this part is definitely true. Have I finally met the real Leon? I think Leon and I have come to understand each other a lot better.
Not become friends in the truest sense of the word, but come to understand each other a lot better.
Is that so? My God, it really was that! almost famous.
That's amazing.
Again, kinetic depth perception?
Oh, that's what I have.
What is that?
Snapshot eyes.
Well, then what does it do?
You're really good at seeing things moving quickly, which is good for a baseball player.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I actually genuinely feel like I'm being too hard on Leon, but I don't like him. But I am aware I'm probably being a little too hard on him.
Look, we tried. We gave him the benefit of the doubt. Every time we started to be like, oh, okay, maybe there's something more to it, then he's just like, nope, girls and being lazy.
Well, I didn't mind the not practice thing. He said he didn't like practice before.
I know.
That's not new information.
I know, but it's like, it's bonding with your team. If you're not gonna...
No, I agree, but I'm not gonna think less of him for it, because his slider was already at the lowest level in that category. It was that it raised in some other categories that I was impressed by.
Okay.
I do actually think he's kind of a fascinating person, but I have a hard time understanding it. And I have an easier time understanding that complexity of, like, the love-hate relationship with what you have. I'd have an easier time understanding it. Like, I'm not so sure I've ever actually seen something like that before. I'd be better with it if we could have seen him more, but...
Yeah, unfortunately, he wasn't in the game very long.
There you have it.
Well, that's it. You get a twofer because it was the two shortest ones. But rather appropriate that we did them in the same one, isn't it?
I think so. We didn't really care for them at the beginning. Still don't really care for them now.
Not much has changed.